Good morning and welcome to the Module 1 of Day 7. Module 1 talks about the basics of English language, its vocabulary, and the pronunciation of each vocabulary item. Today, under basics, we are going to talk about the things in your own house. So, quickly let us go into our own house and see what rooms we have and the things that we could find in each room. The very first that you could find is all these are the rooms that you find in your house. You can have your bedroom, your living room. It's a small lobby. Lobby is a small place which is empty when you enter into the house. This is laundry or the utility area which is used for washing and cleaning. This is your dining room, as you could see the dining table and the chairs. This is your kitchen with all the kitchen accessories. This is your study with all your books and computer. And this would be your washroom or bathroom or toilet. Nowadays, the better words for this is to say washroom. In airport stations and various other international common areas, you could find washroom labeled as comfort stations. So you should be acquainted with this vocabulary. He had gone to the comfort station would mean that he has gone into a washroom to use it. So you should be understanding these. Let's get acquainted with the living room first. It is in this living room that you could find a sofa. The sofa is quite a huge one with a three-seater on one side and another three-seater facing the other side. And in the center of the room, in front of the sofa, you could find, the center table or the centerpiece. On top of a centerpiece, some decoratory items are kept. Below the centerpiece and the sofa, you could find this as the carpet. Carpet. You could find a picture being hung on the wall for beautifying the room. It's called picture. Picture. Below the picture, you could find the holder. This is a newspaper holder or the invitation card holder. The newspaper is kept into it and all the invitation cards that you get should be kept into it so that you could find the newspaper and the invitation cards together at one place. In the extreme corner, you could find a corner decorative piece. In the middle, in front of the sofa, you could find a wardrobe. It could be also called as a cupboard. A small cupboard where you could find a television on top of it, an LED television on top of it. Just below the television, you could find a DTH operating module present. On either side of the television, you could find these beautifying objects, one with an artificial plant and the other with a light. On the other side of the wall, you could find a huge, large window with the window panes. You could see here that the window panes are not with the curtains, but they are with the blinds. They are called as Venetian blinds. The Venetian blinds are those which are the plastic curtains which you can fold. They can move, vertically by pulling a string. If you pull the string down, the Venetian blind closes the window, thereby stopping the light and air from outside. If you pull the string down, the Venetian blinds open vertically, thus opening the window to the outside world. Many of the Venetian blinds which are in the horizontal way also can move horizontally by pulling a string to open and shut the window. These are called as Venetian blinds. It has also got an air conditioner attached to it, to the window. In general, this will be your living room. If you observe, the sofa is associated with a number of pillows or cushions. They should be called as cushions, beautifully draped in the cushion covers. I hope you have enjoyed this journey into your living room with the sofa, centerpiece, corner piece, television, picture, and a carpet. Let's go into your next room. This is the children's bedroom. The children's bedroom, it's called as the bedroom because it has got a bed basically. The bed with a small wardrobe over here. Now this is also called as a wardrobe. A wardrobe is a closed storage cabinet. Nowadays it is also called as a closet because it closes. Earlier this was called as a cupboard. A cupboard is a closed or an open shelved area. In general, this is called as a closet where you put up your clothes, and the bed has got a mattress. The mattress has got a bed cover, and it's a bed sheet. The sheet with which you cover the mattress on the bed is called as a bed sheet, and in the morning you cover it to avoid the dust, and hence it is called as bed cover. It has got a number of pillows. The bigger ones are called as pillows with the pillow covers, and the smaller ones are called as cushions with the cushion covers. On top of the bed cover, you also could find a blanket. Now, there are a number of ways to address this. You can call it as a blanket. Blanket is a thing that you cover yourself with once you are on the bed. It's also nowadays called as a comforter. Comforter is normally that you cover yourself with, which comforts you and is made of quilt, which is fluffy, and mostly the American English, you call it as comforter. In British English, you call it as duvet, which is slightly flatter. A comforter is more fluffy and a duvet is more flat. In general, in the Indian English, we call it as a blanket. Blanket is that you cover your body with when you are on bed. Now, on either side of the bed, you could see the side tables. These side tables have got the lamp. These are the reading lamps. On top of the bed, on the wall, you could find a picture being hung for decorating the room. And below on the floor of the bedroom, you could find the carpet, and you have an entrance scene there into maybe the washroom. Right? This is the children's bedroom and the vocabulary items related to it. Let's move down to the next room. Now, this is the picture of a master bedroom. The master bedroom has got a king size bed. You have queen size bed and king size bed. Normally in children's bedroom, it is a queen size bed that you put up, 4 by 6 or 5 by 6. And in the master bedroom, you put up with a king size bed, 6 by 6 or 6 by 7 also, depending upon the height of the people residing in it. So it's a master bedroom with a king size bed, and the bed has got a mattress, and then again a bed sheet, a bed cover, and a blanket or a comforter with the pillows, the bigger ones, and the cushions, the smaller one. Beneath, you have got a carpet inside the room to beautify it. And on either side, again, here also you could find the side tables with the lamps, the reading lamps, and books. It is well aerated with large windows, 1, 2, 3, 3 windows are there, and then you have a door opening into the balcony. Beautifully decorated with matching curtains. These are the curtains, and earlier in the drawing room we saw the blinds. Opposite to the bed, you could find a wardrobe or a cupboard. You have got a chest of drawers drawers are those that you can draw so that you can put many items into it, some important papers or stationery or jewelry or whatever. Now this closet is closed and this wardrobe might contain clothes that are related to the people owning this master bedroom. Along with this, many a times in the bedroom, you also could find a dressing table. The very common way of decorating the master bedroom is not to overcrowd the room, and the dressing table, instead of a separate dressing table, you could find a mirror attached to the same wardrobe, to one of the panes. And inside the pane to which the mirror is attached, all the items of your cosmetics, like your powders and creams and various other cosmetic items, are kept inside. So this is the picture of your bedroom with a bed, with the side tables, with the wardrobe, dressing table and carpet. Hope you had enjoyed this journey into your master bedroom. Let's move on to the next room. This is the kitchen where you find a number of items. The very first thing that you could find is a refrigerator. It's a two-door refrigerator, and inside the refrigerator you could find fruits, eggs, water bottles, milk cans, maybe butter, a piece of cake, and so on, milk, and so on. And the top portion, the top of the fridge, which is called as the freezer will have normally the ice trays and various other items like butter, maybe cheese, and some spices kept into it so that they would not get spoiled. The main emphasis of using this freezer is to put your ice trays and maybe ice cream. After this, you have your kitchen platform in a rectangular way, and this kitchen is a modular kitchen with a number of modules which you can draw, and inside you can keep all your items. On top, you could find a microwave. The microwave is a machine that you use normally in your kitchen to either heat the food, microwave it like an oven. On top of the platform, you could find a black round structure which can be the kettle. At the back, you could find the water filter. Then you have a number of cups being hung from the roof of the cupboard and a few glasses that are kept at the bottom. You also could find the tea maker and some cutlery section. The cutlery items are cutlery, C-U-T-L-E-R-Y. Cutlery items are the knives, forks, and spoons that you have in your kitchen. A number of large spoons are being hung very neatly from a suspender, and these could be called as the spatulas. Spatula is a long spoon with flat surface in front. Or a turner. A turner is a long spoon that turns your puri or chapati. Then you could find a gas lighter and various other things that are kept in a neat basket. And you could find the gas stove exactly in the middle. Beneath the stove, you could find the items like a toaster, a mixer blender, and a few bowls kept beneath. On the extreme right, you could find the washing area, the sink, wash basin or sink, which has got the taps and which also has got the straining part. You wash the vessels inside the wash basin and put it on the strainer with holes beneath so that all the water is drained off. You also have got a hand wash here. After washing, maybe you're supposed to wash your hand, and a beautiful kitchen with the Venetian blinds there. Do you see the blind here? Yes. You could find this rope. If the rope is pulled, the blind goes up and the window opens. If you pull it down, the blind comes down, closing the window. You also have got a ventilator. Kitchen is the area that is to be well aerated and ventilated because it has got the gas stove connection with it, and it needs to be aerated, and so you have a ventilator also. Even if the window is with a glass door, the ventilator keeps the kitchen aerated and ventilated. There are a number of things that you could find in the kitchen which are very difficult for us to understand in English. Let's talk about them. We have kadhai, as you call them in Hindi or Marathi. Kadhai is called as cauldron. Cauldron, C-A-U-L-D-R-O-N, cauldron in English. You have the palta in Hindi. Palta is something that you use to roti ko palatne ke liye. That is called as a turner. Turner. You have chimta in kitchen. Chimta is something that you catch fulka to dry roast it directly on the gas. That is called as tongs or pincers in English. Tongs, T-O-N-G-S. Pincers, P-I-N-C-E-R-S. Then you have chamcha, which you call a spoon. You have channi, which you call a sieve. Sieve or strainer, with the help of which you sieve the tea into a cup. Then you have chakla and belan, with the help of which we do rotis. They are called as rolling pin and board. Rolling pin and board. Then you have bhagona or patila, various utensils that you use in the kitchen. They are called as stainless steel pots and pans. They are called pots. And the kadhai sort of thing, cauldrons are called pans. Then you have a parat, a large flat steel or copper plate in which you knead the flour to knead the dough, flour to make a dough so that you can make rotis. That is called as platter. Platter, P-L-A-T-T-E-R, platter. Then you have tawa to roast your rotis. That is called flat pan. Flat pan. Then you have ghotni or madani, which you call as muddler or churner in English. Ghotni is normally used to make buttermilk from curds or maybe to blend the dal, the cooked dal. That's called as a churner or muddler. Then you have hamandasta. Hamandasta is a typical Indian item that you could see in the kitchen to make the powder of maybe the smaller things like cardamom and others. It's called mortar and pestle. Mortar, M-O-R-T-A-R, and pestle, P-E-S-T-L-E. Mortar and pestle is hamandasta. Then you have chaku or churi. It's called knife in English. Ketli is called kettle. Kettle, ka is to be aspirated. And pronounce l immediately after t. Kettle, not kettle. Kettle. Then you have small katoris to take the dal or sambar into. They are called bowls. Katori is called bowls. Karchi is long spoons that you use for cooking as well as for serving. They are called ladles or long spoons or serving spoons. But karchis are called as ladles. Surahi, you have surahi to fill your water. They are called jug. You fill water in the jug. Then you have kadelukash. Kadelukash is grater. You grate coconut, you grate carrots, and so on and so forth. You grate potatoes to make chips, and so on and so forth. Then you have ghilodi. Ghilodi is a pot to have ghee in it, a special pot to have ghee in it. Normally, The ghee pots are made of silver with a silver spoon in order to increase the medicinal effect of ghee. Ghilodi, as it is called in Hindi. In English, it is called ghee container. Ghee container. Then you have dharra. Dharra for frying various items like puris and pakoris and so on and so forth. It's called as frying spoon. Frying spoon. Then you have pyala. In Hindi, pyala. It's called as cup in English. Then you have pakad. Pakad is an instrument that is used in kitchen normally to catch the hot utensils. Pakad. It's called as pot holder in English. Pot holder in English. There are a number of items in kitchen which need to be practiced for English vocabulary. Keep practicing and enjoy. Let's move on to the next one. This is called as the utility area. This is where you work, wash your utensils and wash your clothes. Normally, this utility area is adjacent to your kitchen. The utility area has got a large wash basin to wash the utensils and has got a platform and has got a closet or a wardrobe. Maybe let us call it as a cupboard. The cupboard to keep all the washing powders and cakes and detergents and so on and so forth. Then you have the washing machines. One is a washing machine, the other is a dryer. So you have washing machines and you have many cupboards to put various items that are related to washing and cleaning. So this is the utility area. And then you have the dining area. Normally it is the kitchen in the center with the utility area on one side and dining area on the other side. The dining area is the place where you sit and eat. Ideally, it should have a dining table. Here in the picture, you have got the dining table, which is round and black, made of rosewood, and has got 4 dining chairs. And then on top of the dining table in the center, you have got a flower vase with flowers to beautify the room. Then you have the glasses with water, plates, and bowls with ice cream and spoons to eat the ice cream. So normally this is a dining room with a dining table and chairs. This is the study room, exactly our room. The study room ideally should have cupboards and which might be closed or open. Here you could find in the picture some are open and some are closed. Ideally, the cupboards in the study room should have all the books. The most important books like encyclopedias, dictionaries, important textbooks are to be kept very neatly structured and ordered. And in my cupboard, you could find, in the study room, you could find these are arranged in the alphabetical order and according to the subject. Like phonetics, linguistics, ELT, critical theory, criticism, and research projects. These are different areas in which I work, Indian writing and English. So accordingly, each layer of the cupboard, each side of the cupboard will be having those books arranged in alphabetical order, which will enable you to find the book very easily. And you can have files also kept into it. Normally in the closed portions, you keep the files, and in the open portions, you keep the books. Now this cupboard, adjacent to the cupboard, you have a computer table. The computer table has got the computer monitor and the keyboard and a chair to sit and work on the computer. This has got a stationery holder as well. A stationery holder is a glass-like holder, which is normally made of wood or plastic, and it holds all the stationery items like pens, pencils, erasers, sharpeners, scales, and so on. So ideally speaking, this is your study room. I expect your study room with the charts of phonetics or English phonology or phonemes or various other study charts and not any other pictures. Okay. This would be your washroom, which earlier was called as bathroom or toilet. This washroom has got two sections. The moment you enter into the washroom, you could find a closet. Ideally, the closet would contain all the items like brush, toothpaste, mouthwash, etc. And then maybe the cleaning agents of the washroom as well as the house stocked up. Then you have a wash basin and a towel holder holding the towel or the napkin to wipe out your hands and face. On top, you could find a round mirror, and on both sides of the mirror, you have the highlighting lights, which will enable you to observe your face in the mirror with great details. Then you have the toilet there, which is in the Western mode, and followed by a bathtub. The bathtub is a huge tub within the washroom with hot and cold water outlets and also a shower. Now here you have a hand shower. You can have a hand shower. You can have a standing shower as well. And ideally after or maybe outside the bathroom, you have the doormat to wipe your legs. So friends, I hope you had enjoyed this session. All these images are taken from Free Images and www.pixels.com and www.freeimages.com. Thank you very much for getting yourself introduced to the household vocabulary. I want all of you to find out the things that are there in your own house and make a list of it in your assignment. Stay tuned. Bye for now.